Hey guys, it's Mahel here with Tech from Our Perspective, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Hipstreet Flare 2 tablet from Hipstreet, and I would like to thank them for sending this tablet out to me for review all the way from Canada. It wouldn't be possible without them, so let's get into the video. So here you can see the tablet. It is a 9.7 inch tablet from Hipstreet, I believe, and it has a dual-core ARM Cortex processor, the A9 processor to be precise, and it's just a basic tablet for $130, I believe. However, is it perfect? I wouldn't say it's perfect. Should you buy it? You'll find out later, but from the tone that I'm saying this, I don't think you should. Well, you've already found out, but I'll get into that later on. So instantly you can see that this is the actual tablet itself, and at the back there is a camera which is decent. It's not the greatest, but it's one of those cameras where you'd find on a really cheap Chinese phone where it will say like 8 megapixels or 5 megapixels, but in reality it's like VGA, and you'll see this later. You have the Hipstreet Flare 2 text at the back, which is quite cool in the middle with the font of the Flare bit, and you have your other CE and non-bin icons with a also sticker with a model number, I think that is. There is a speaker at the back right here, which is decent. I'll get into that later. You have let's turn to the side, one side. Right here is a charging port. I shall focus this. Right here is a charging port, which is a DC 5 volts port, and here you have a micro USB port also that can be used to charge the tablet, unlike some tablets, for example the NG System tablet. And here it is a micro SD card which supports up to 32 gig, I believe, a headphone jack, micro HDMI, which is pretty good, and that is about it for that side. I'm just going to turn this to here, and right here you can see that there is a power button, volume up and volume down. You can see that it is kind of thick for a tablet, and it is pretty heavy, which isn't good. However, it's still carryable, and you can take this around in a bag if you really want to. But I wouldn't carry many other things, otherwise it'll literally feel like you're getting strained from the bag. However, yes, my point still remains valid, but it is quite heavy. So let's just actually turn on the screen. This is, I believe, a 480p screen, so it's not HD, which is alright, but it's not the greatest for Netflix, which actually works unlike the NG System tablet. And I have just installed Nova Launcher because I felt the tablet was actually slow. We're just going to jump into the camera, and here you have it. Let's just go into right here. You can see that the camera quality is actually not that good. You can see it's really dull, and even if I turn this LED light off quickly, now it's really dull. It doesn't look like that in the video, but it's as if it's nighttime. Let's get that back to where it was, and that's not very good at all. So that is the back camera. The front camera is even worse, as you will be able to see. I mean, what is this? It's gone purple. Let's quickly turn the light off again. And right there you have your VGA quality camera, which isn't even smooth and is out of time, which is pretty bad. So let's turn this back on. We're just going to jump into the actual tablet itself. I have Nova Launcher installed because I felt that this tablet was so slow default, and it's actually broke down twice now. So I'll get into that later on. But here you can see with Nova Launcher it's kind of snappy. you can see no lag issues. However, if you go into the actual app drawer, then there's a bit of a delay. You see I touch it and then it delayed. It didn't there, however, and I'm having no performance issues. I'm just going to jump into Antutu. I've already done a benchmark, so you don't have to sit through it and watch it. You're going to see tablet details, so we're going to go into device info first. So you can see it's the Hipstreet tablet running on Android 4.1.1, which is not good considering that we're now on 4.4.4 and soon getting onto Android L 4.5. You can see that it has a screen resolution of 800 by 444, which isn't 480p, but it's in that region. And here it says ARM V7, although if you do boot up the actual tablet, it will say A9. So I believe it's an A9 processor, Mali 400 MP GPU, 1.9 megapixel camera. Really did not look like that, because if you took a picture with the front camera of an iPhone 4, which is basically 0.3 megapixels, it'd still look much better. It has IMEI details. No root access. Scroll down. You only have 1 GB of RAM, which available is only at 648 MB, which is okay, but you can't multitask as you need more than 1 gig actually available for Android. And your clock speed is at 1.2 gigahertz for each core, which is 32-bit. The DPI is 120, which is pretty poor as well. Front camera is 0.3 megapixels. Like I said, iPhone 4 front camera can do better than both the cameras. And battery life, I think, is okay, nothing special. And we're just going to go into the ranking. So here you can see that the HTC One M8 is actually on top near the 50,000 zone, and let's just go and compare it to that. This device scored 14,332 compared to the M8's 43,287. So you can see that there is a significant difference, and that's not very good. So we're just going to exit out of this and go into a game. So I've chose the game to be Temple Run, and I can actually turn this tablet around and it will rotate, which is good because you don't get that with some tablets. So we're going to go into Temple Run, which has a different icon in Nova Launcher, as it seems. Right here, as it loads, we'll see how long it takes to load. On other devices, it doesn't take too long to load. And here we go. You are running this game, no performance issues whatsoever, so it's able to run games, and I think it is a good kids tablet. Like, for example, you could have the Kobo, which is built for kids, I believe, and I just died. But also you can have this, which is okay, but the thing is, it keeps breaking unnecessarily, and that's software related, which is why I don't recommend this tablet, because I've had to reset it twice, and for the first time I had to wait a month for an SD card with the actual recovery firmware to come in from Hipstreet, because they used airmail, which takes a long time. And here you can see I'm just avoiding all the coins because I can't play this game with holding one finger, 2 fingers on and then swiping. Here we go. I think that's enough to actually demonstrate how the tablet is in terms of gaming, and my thumb is hurting. So I'm just going to turn this tablet around. Ouch. And we're going to get into a different app. So we're going to go into YouTube and we're going to see how this fares there. Go into it. YouTube. And I need to update Google Play services apparently. When I said I had to reset it twice, the second time was actually today, because my mum uses this tablet and she said that it wasn't working, so I checked it out, and what happened was I turned it on and all it kept saying was Google Play has stopped working, Google Play services has stopped working, not responding, Google Play wouldn't open, and so on. So I just had to reinstall 4.1.1 again, and that is very annoying because if you have data, then you do want to be able to just keep it. And Google Play services has installed, so I should be able to access YouTube. This updating, I just did update it. We're gonna open this and let's see what it says. I think I need to close this. Let's see, does it work? Moment of truth. A test of how good this tablet actually is. So it appears nothing is loading. Actually, I don't need to sign in. Let's go on to everything Mahel. You can see that the keyboard is having no issues in actually typing, which is pretty good. I misspelt. Right here. E. Go back. Search. Here we go. Not the latest video because the start is kind of annoying. Actually, yeah. We'll just go forward this into about 40 seconds. You can see that the video is playing and there is already a con. The video does not fit the whole screen, and right here is where the actual tablet ends. You may not be able to see it, so let's turn this brightness up. So right here is where the tablet ends, and you can see that there are black edges on the actual video itself, which is not good. And we'll try putting this on 720p, which it actually is. But I do not like the fact there are black edges. Hipstreet should have optimized this display. Let's put this up to full volume.
Because that's just confidential and for yourself unless you want to reveal it. And how much money do you make? How do you...
So the device actually goes pretty loud in terms of the speakers. And we're going to just go into here. And I'm going to test Nova Launcher's Google Now because I don't think Google Now was properly around when this tablet came out. So let's try it. Okay Google. I believe I actually have to enable it. 1 second. Here we go. I do have to enable it. Confirm Google Now on. Next, I'm in. Okay, now let's try this. Okay Google. Still don't work. Nova. Oh, here we go. Now try it. Okay Google. It worked. I just heard the sound. And now it is recognizing speech, and I don't know why it just said give work. Okay Google, open Antutu. It doesn't know how to say Antutu. Okay Google, open YouTube. Okay Google, open YouTube. Okay Google, open YouTube. Here we go, moment of truth. Opening app. It did it. So this tablet just did that without any performance issues. And yeah, that is excellent. Now I'm going to conclude this video and I'm just going to suggest a few improvements to Hipstreet. One thing they should do is improve the cameras, that's for sure. Because this is technology that has way surpassed what it can, what is acceptable. basically, if you do have an iPhone 4 and you have a camera, then that's acceptable standards, and the iPhone 4 came out in 2010. We're almost approaching 2015, yet the cameras on this are not good at all. So they should improve that. The placement of the front camera isn't great either. In the top corner, I prefer a camera in the middle, if I'm honest. And one more thing is that they should improve the amount of storage for first. Actually, there are a few things. Storage, because it only has 4 gig integrated. Screen resolution, it should be at least 1280 by 720. And the processor, because ARM dual core wasn't that great and it keeps crashing. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, comment below and subscribe. Tell me what you thought, and I would like to thank Hipstreet once again for sending this out to me for a review. Wouldn't be possible without them. Check their website out, and this is Mahel here, Tech from the Perspective, reviewing the Hipstreet Flare 2 tablet, and I am out. Peace.